At 2:30 this morning, Final Fantasy XIV announced that they are selling FanFest 2023 Las Vegas tickets. I expected this to be a announcement tied to the live letter because that would have a lot of visibility and Yoshi V would have a chance to kind of explain anything that was weird or different than how they've handled things in the past, as well as hopefully kind of confirm things like historically now at this point 2 FanFests in a row. The digital FanFest has been free, and so those are things that make people feel a little better if they don't think they're going to be able to go due to dates or cost or whatever. FanFest North America 2023 will be held in Las Vegas, July 28th. And we know that because that was announced back at a live letter, and so we have that in our MMO spreadsheet of Epic Nerdiness. You EU people, you will likely go through this same process, so keep an eye on it. Yours is October 21st, and JP is January 7th. And so right now we are 161 days out. So keep that in mind when we start to be in that ballpark of kind of that 5-6 months out from October, which is going to be here before you know it. And so as we get into the spring here, they might look at doing the same thing for EU people. The tickets are going to be $200. What that included was access to the event, which is 2 days in person. And to make sure that they try to get in front of those Taylor Swift $40,000 type moments, they have a player exclusive ticket opt-in. So to avoid the rush and long queues we expect during online ticket sales, which will happen because online ticket sales are very hard when a lot of people slam a website at once, we've chosen to simplify the experience by first asking interested players to indicate their desire to purchase tickets by opting into an online random drawing. The number of players interested will greatly exceed the number of people the venue can hold, which is wonderful in a way, but sad because the physical venue is now our bottleneck. So rather than in the past where you find out whether or not you got tickets on the day of, while we all try to simply slam our payment information if you did get through, they're just going to go ahead and do that portion up front. During this period, players with active subscriptions, keep your subscription active, who possess a North American Square Enix account, because this is a region-locked game. So EU and JP fans plan accordingly because you need to have your subscription active and you need to have an account that you bought region-locked, which makes sense, you do. So even if you play on NA servers like Chris the Mod here, he has a EU account and plays on a North American server. So I believe this is tied to where you bought. I believe that's fair. Thank you for the correction in chat here. We're filming this on Twitch, so where we stream Monday through Friday. So feel free to always come hang out. Simply need to register their desire to purchase via our application while the form is active. How long is it active? Not long at all. From today, February 17th through Saturday, February 25th. Very, 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 very fast. Okay, you have basically a week to register your desire to purchase tickets, and this will not guarantee you to be selected receiving an access code. Being selected to receive an access code does not require you to purchase a ticket. However, we do ask that you register your interest only if you're planning to make a purchase. They can't take your money now, but obviously they're distributing a limited number of access codes, and it would really suck if half those access codes didn't get used. After the application form closes, a drawing will be held, and players who selected will be contacted by Friday, March 3rd, very, very, very rapidly, via the email address registered to the Square Enix account used in the application process. An announcement will also be posted on the English Final Fantasy XIV Twitter account once the selection notifications have been sent out and have been dispatched to players. Players who are not selected will not be contacted. In the past, there have been questions of how do they make sure players that are playing the game get a chance? And this is what this process is designed to do. Active players are supposed to be able to make it. Players who have been selected to have a one-time access code will grant the ability to purchase up to 2 tickets during the player-exclusive ticket window. Players who possess a unique code will not need to rush to purchase tickets immediately on the commencement of the sales, as the player-exclusive purchase window will last for several days, and there will be adequate tickets on sale to ensure every player with a code can purchase up to 2 tickets. Okay? What this means is if you and your static are going to go, all 8 of you could register, and if 4 of you got through, then your static is going to get to meet each other in person in Vegas to celebrate 2 days of awesome. This allows people to go with their spouse or with a friend or something like that. A lot of people don't like to travel alone. And so this number of tickets does mean that one person has to have an active Reason subscription, and then the other person could just be a random person. Or it could be somebody, one of your friends who also registered and did not get to go. Once again, tickets can be purchased at any time during the week-long period as long as players possess the required code. So, if you have a code from March 6 to Monday 13, you will be able to purchase it. Any unsold tickets, people who didn't use their code or they only wanted to buy one. Now we got a static with 8 people. All 8 got through the lottery. They don't need 2 each. They each bought 1. Obviously, there's extra seats. Any unsold tickets after the player exclusive ticket period will be sold during the general sales period. The general sales period will not require a unique access code, and the tickets will be sold on a first-come, first-service basis where the website will be an absolute disaster. Any of you who have bought tickets to BlizzCon, FanFest, a concert, whatever, this will be the exact same experience. These companies here try to make this as smooth as possible. It's just too many people hitting us the exact same website at the exact same time to make the exact same request. It is hard. The general sales period will be that following Wednesday, March 15th at 9 a.m. PDT. Now, it is possible, since the lottery is technically speaking for all tickets, that there would be no tickets for the general sales period. Ticket purchase limits. During the player exclusive period, the access code can be used a single time to purchase 2 tickets. During the general period, a maximum of 2 tickets can be purchased per order. Exact same logic. Once you have read over this and you are ready to apply, you will click the application form on this Lodestone post. After you click this, what it's going to do is it's going to tell you all sorts of information. First, you're going to have to log in. This will require the exact same 2-factor that you have set to your actual account. And so this tells us that the event will take place at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and that it will be lasting July 28th and July 29th. The tickets are $199. We will continue to monitor the ongoing situation for the stay-at-home stuff. And one of the benefits of being in Vegas is that they're very good at handling on-site security checks as far as like what the standards are. Last time it was metal detectors, and they had like a whole bunch in a row and you went through it. Their event was probably a third of the size of BlizzCon, and they had the same number of metal detectors as BlizzCon. So I don't know if security teams are just a standard size or what, but I will say that FanFest ran substantially better than BlizzCon's, who was not able to get all valid ticket holders who possessed their badge from picking it up the day before through security from the time they opened security in the morning to when the opening proceedings started. And there were people who had to watch the opening proceedings from like TVs in the lobby because they physically couldn't get through security fast enough. And right before the event, BlizzCon literally just started letting people through security. They stopped wanting people and just said, go, 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 go. And they could not get them through fast enough. So I will say that FanFest handled this very, very elegantly last time. So I expect the same this time. The badges were pick-upable the night before, so I would recommend doing that. Get in the night before, pick up your badges. I assume there will be some badge pickup information after you get a ticket. And then the morning of, it was just like any other convention or whatever. You don't want to just show up, but the security moved relatively reasonably. Can you wear a costume or bring props to the event? Of course, and you absolutely should. However, before you get too excited and your fan craziness kicks in, be really careful. I understand machinist mains feel like they've gotten shafted a couple of times over the years. This is going to be one of those times where machinist mains just be really aware that you're walking around in public. There will be some limitations. But yes, dress up. Please dress up. Do it. Do it. Also be reminded, this is Las Vegas in late July. Las Vegas will be outside 105 or 40 for those of you with the easier to understand measuring system. Plan accordingly. After you've done the application process, you'll get your access code. Hopefully, not everybody will. There will be a general sale for everything not bought up by the access code. You can buy up to 2, and you will check the I understand button and apply. And that will take you to this page. And this is your confirmation page. It'll say, thank you for applying. Users who are selected will know. And you can close this window after. So, there you go. Hopefully that's like a nice, easy to understand kind of breakdown of that. And I hope to get to go. My intention is to go. And remember, there is the orchestra event going on that Monday. So for any of you that do get tickets, hopefully that's something that then you could go to that orchestra show. This is one of those things that if you could book like refundable housing or rooms, or you had the ability to book like refundable, you know, that might be something to start looking into or planning accordingly. Decide who you want to go with, decide when you want to go. You have basically 1 week from today to really make a decision. Am I going to do this? You're not obligated. If between now and March you did realize, oh my God, I've overcommitted. But this is definitely the week to decide, is going something I want to make a priority of? The digital tickets have historically been free. And the only thing you miss out on is the Primals concert because they play music that Square does not necessarily have all of the rights to broadcast. So that's a little more of a private thing. Other than that, you get all the same information, all that. The digital method is how I intend to make it to the EU and JP FanFest. I'll be watching them digitally. There have been mixed messages in the past, but they've gotten better and better and better at making sure those are like streamable things so we can hang out on streams or anything like that. So there it is. Hope you guys have a beautiful FanFest season, and I am sorry in advance to those of you who don't. That is not going to be everybody. And let's all cross our fingers and hope we win the lottery.